Now put down that coffee, turn up the volume, and lock the doors. You are tuned in to the Conservative Viewpoint, and we are starting right now because the world isn't waiting for you to wake up. I'm your host, Charlie, the Country Conservative, and we start off with a smoke still rising over the Middle East. Overnight, the U.S.-Israel coalition didn't just respond, they sent a message. We've seen precision strikes hammering the Shroud military complex and the Imam Ali missile base. We're talking about bunker busters, taking out the very tunnels where the regime hides its terror tools. And get this, the IRGC is so desperate, they have reportedly lowered the recruitment age to 12 years old. 12 years old, can you believe it? They are using children as shields because their mighty commanders, like Rear Admiral Tangsiri, are being picked off one by one. Meanwhile, Iran is threatening our tech giants. Tell the employees that Apple, Google, to leave their workplaces or face the consequences. They are lashing out because they are concerned, and President Trump has made it clear we are not backing down until the threat is neutralized. That's the way it should be. But now closer to home, we are finally seeing a fight for the American taxpayers. For years, the left has used the 1982 Plyler versus Doe ruling as a blank check to hand out free K-12 educations to anyone who walks across the border. Well, the tide is turning. The DOJ is finally taking states like Virginia and Texas to task, arguing that you can't give the in-state tuition to illegals to skip the line entrance while charging American citizens from what the next state over triple the price. It's common sense, folks. Why are we subsidizing education for people who broke our laws while our own students are drowning in debt? The Supreme Court is looking into birthright citizenship, and right now, in Trump versus Barbara, and you better believe the right to a free ride is on the chopping block next. And finally, the moment we've all been waiting for. FBI Director Kash Patel has officially ordered the retrieval and redaction of Eric Swallowell's investigation files. Yes, we're talking about Fang Fang scandal the deep state tried to bury for decades. Yes, Swallowell's attorneys are panicking, sending cease and desist orders like their lives depend on it. They claim it's political smear. No, Congressman, it's called transparency. The American people deserve to know exactly how deep these ties go and how they went before you tried to run for governor of California and give those secrets away. If there's nothing to see here, why are they fighting so hard to keep these files locked in a basement? The truth is coming out, and it's going to be a bombshell. Bartman himself cannot get away with being a commie spy lover and getting away with giving her classified information and getting away with it. So sit back, get comfortable, and get ready for the truth. The Conservative Viewpoint show starts right now. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the show. It's nice to see you guys here. Let me get this off of here. I'm hoping everything goes a little bit better today. I got things a little more arranged, I guess you could say. So we're going to see what happens here. So if I can keep up with it, you'll see too. And we got a lot going on. Of course I do. That's what I said before, and I say it again. Let's see if I can get things right today. So let's give some shout outs right now. How shall we? First off, what do we got here? We got Facebook, we got YouTube, we got Twitch, X, Rumble, and Wipkin, and Getter, and Kick. And we got everybody capping in here right there tonight. So what are we going to start off with? Tonight, we're going to start off with the Wipkin Warriors over here. And do I need them? Nope, I don't need them because they're close up and personal because I'm going to do it in order this time. So we've got, oh yeah, we got them over here. We got Rock Justice starting us off tonight. Rock, what's happening, Rock? Lee, what up, Lee? Haven't seen Lee for a while. What's going on, Lee? Man, nice to see you, Lee. We had a car show that you missed the other night, man. We did. Throwback Thursday, and the night before, you better check it out, man. You missed a great show. Two of them. Colin from Scotland. Right there's Colin. What's happening? Madeline. Hi, Madeline. The Fix is in right there. Fix, right there. Fixer, Mr. Fixer, right there he is. Guys, welcome to the show. Guys, Pat! Pat is here. Pat, lovely Pat. Pat, right there is my Pat right there, guys. Yes, she is, right there. Oh, big as you can see right there. Pat's right there. All right, and Mark from the UK. Mark, what's happening, Mark? And great to see Mark in there. Gregory Allen Carnes Jr. himself right there. Yes, sir, Bob. If you're on Wimpkin, check out his podcast. If you are on Rumble, check out Greg Allen or Greg Carnes Jr. on Rumble. Check it out, guys. You've got to love it. Let's keep going down through the Fix here. We got everybody happening right now, guys. Long list of great people over here. We got great people everywhere. That's right, we do. Jill. Hi, Jill. Haven't seen Jill for a while. There's Jill. Welcome, Jill. Now let's shoot over here to the Getter Gang. We got Radical Right. Sean Justice starting us off. I know because I saw him before we went live. That's right. All right, let me get my... There we go up. Come on. Can we get up there? Yep, we can get up there. I've got everything on one computer right now. I dropped my laptop, so we're going to see how everything runs. And let's keep going down here. We got Shell. Hi, Shell. What's happening to Shell right there, Shell? All righty. Cecil, 1776 right there. And Mr. Joe Public following him up right there. What's going on, everybody? It's nice to see all of you in here. Let's see if I can go state to state. We're getting started, baby. And Jason, what's happening, Jason? Time to get the rhinos out of PA. Man, ain't that the truth? And we got Kat over there in Rumble right there. There she is right there. Can you believe that they are trying to get Bucky kicked off the ballot dirty? They are worthless son bitches, and we're waiting for results from that hearing yet. We're going to get that going here because it's just too much, guys, because I can't wait till the results come back so we can get some closure with this, teach these people a lesson. Fix real quick. Okay, there it is. I cut my head off with my banner right there. So we're going to get those piece of shit rhinos out of here. Cameron Bonalata, DeWeese, got to go. Shapiro, got to go. Every one of these worthless son bitches got to go. We've got to take Pennsylvania back. So that's what we're going to do. What's going on, everybody in Facebook? Anybody else in there? Come on in. Say hi. We're going to get busy because, of course, we got a lot going on tonight. So bear with me while I'm still working with the new equipment in here and getting a lot of this stuff situated and remembering where everybody's at, because I got Rumble over here with Kat in it. Then I got my news and StreamYard right here, which I'll be cutting StreamYard out here in about a month, and I'll be going with straight Rumble. So I'll only have one for Rumble, so everything will get better. We got Getter right here. We got Wimpkin over here. Got a lot going on, guys, and that is the issue. So let me fix this again. And and everything's coming together here. So the new studio's coming along fine. So we got people in X over there, guys. Welcome, everyone. Don't forget to come in, say hi, guys. Let's get busy. We got a lot to go on. Nancy Grace, former prosecutor, slammed sheriff of handling of the Guthrie case. She says the fish stinks at the head. Grace was on Sean Hannity of the new Hangout, Sean Hannity's podcast, that the sheriff could be jeopardizing the case. No, he has jeopardized the case because she says in here, the sheriff has released the crime scene back to the family before bringing the FBI into the case days later. In the interim, delivery drivers, journalists walked up to the front door, dropping off parcels, taking photographs, destroying the crime scene. No one would have done that except an inexperienced person like this. And what have we said from the get-go when we started talking about the Guthrie case? Something fishy about all this stuff. Something's not right, because we found out the fact that people are calling it what? Missteps. No, it's screw-ups. And Grace said that's a euphemism for missteps. They screwed up. The feds wouldn't have done that. And this is what's going on. So it's got to be a recovery now. It's way too long. Nobody's talking. Nobody's doing nothing. They're not finding any more evidence. Just speculations. Unfortunately, that's what we're looking at right now with that. All right. I don't want to miss anything over here. Fetterman's doing okay. Fetterman's taking a lot of heat off the Democrats. That's for a fact. Time for open season on pedophiles. Let's go hunting. Yeah, absolutely, Cat. Bumble was screwing up again. Yep. I'm telling you what. That sheriff needs to go. They need to replace him because I don't even know if it's even possible now because of everything. The time length have went on. Remember, they always say that the first 24 hours is the most important. Well, Christ, they're over a month, almost into 2 months now. I feel bad for the family, but people have screwed up. All right, here we go. Supreme Court blocks Colorado's so-called conversion therapy ban on First Amendment grounds. Are you kidding me? 8-1 decision. The Supreme Court ruled on Tuesday that Colorado cannot enforce its so-called conversion therapy ban regarding conversations between therapists and minors, saying that the law likely violates the First Amendment by allowing some viewpoints but not others. In an 8-1 decision, the High Court said that the law favors one viewpoint by allowing therapists to affirm a minor's gender identity or sexual orientation, but not help them change it if they want to. A child is not capable of making those decisions. How stupid are these freaking idiots? That shit should be banned from total. Any judge that actually allows this to happen needs to be put in prison. It's as simple as that. That is disgusting. The ban should be on for none. Unless you're 18 or older, you cannot decide whether you're going to be a freak or not, because you cannot decide that as a mental problem. And a therapist should be helping these people. Remember, they are actually what they are at birth. They are not just saying, well, I think I'm this. Well, I'm sorry, but that's a mental problem. That is what these Democrats are allowing to happen. It needs to stop. This is pathetic. All right, what else we got here? We got Comer says the bias. This is wording again. Remember this, guys. These are coming. What the hell is that? Got a little bug flying around there. Comer says bias census miscalculated in 2020, costing Republicans multiple House seats. Comer claimed that the basic count was biased against Republicans because the Bureau estimated a high in Democratic areas like major cities and underestimated in suburban areas that are more likely friendly to Republicans. Well, if that's the fact and you've got them where they miscalculated the numbers, change it. Prove it to us instead of just throwing words out like they always do. They throw these words out but never give you proof. Never do anything about it. Nobody holds nobody accountable. But we're supposed to listen to this bullshit on here and sit there and believe, okay, well, he found something, but is he going to prove it to anyone? No, he'll just say it, just like they all do, just like Jim Jordan does. They talk a lot of good shit, but never do anything about it. That is the problem that we've got going on. All right, the sheriff in Nottingham. Yeah, she did an interview with the victims. They kidnapped her mother. Y'all Charlie's Angels. Hey, gotta love the Angels, baby. All right, let me see here. Shapiro is a freaking joke. Who said that? Somebody. Shapiro is a wolf in sheep's clothing. That's an understatement, Lee, right? That's an understatement. That's why he's got to go. So this is what Comer's saying, that if they got proof, prove it and get rid of the Democrats because they did this. It's a spy fly. Hey, Conrad. Lip service does nothing. Micro mini drones. Uh-oh. There's too much going on here, guys. I'm telling you what. Let me get down trying to keep my eyes open to participate in the shenanigans. Oh, I love you, Pat, for staying on there. All right. Here we go. Got some more wording here. This one comes from Pam Bondi herself. And she announces that the DOJ is suing Tim Walz of Minnesota. Why? Because they have refusal to comply with regulation keeping boys out of girls' sports. So we're going to see what happens today. Bondi said that the Trump administration does not tolerate flawed state policies that ignore biological reality and unfairly undermine girls on the playing field. She said that she will be working with the Health and Human Services Secretary Robert Kennedy Jr. and Education Secretary Linda McMahon while the issue is being litigated. The DOJ acknowledges biological reality and we refuse to let high school girls be subject to the treatment. And she added, it's not only unfair, it's deeply inappropriate and dangerous. That is a fact. But this is more words that we're getting from people that doesn't do a thing. And people can say what they want, but they show us no proof that anything's happening. Nothing's getting accomplished. Nobody's being held accountable. Then we get all the words. We do get the words, but we never get anything right. We never hear anything that anybody's being held accountable. Nobody's going to prison. Nobody's doing nothing. The court must provide undeniable proof that they cannot. You cannot draw conviction without hard evidence. That's exactly right, Gregory. But they're letting therapists, psychologists, whatever the fact is, get away with not helping and allowing mental illness. This is not what psychologists are for. They are not here to condone psychology, to condone mental problems. They're supposed to help people. That is what's going on in this country that's not getting done. Just throw Waltz in prison. Exactly, Shell. Got to be sick of this stuff, right? I'm sick and tired of every time Pam is all fluff, no substance, bullshit extraordinaire. Exactly, Conrad. This is what we're hearing every day, and nothing gets done about it. But Trump nails the real truth about dealing with Iran, and 7 words says it all. And let me find those 7 words that he said again. It's here some damn place. The first 35 undeniable truths of life, right? Yeah, because Rush Limbaugh came up with this. What he called the first 35 undeniable truths of life. The greatest threat to humanity lies in the nuclear arsenal of the USSR. Well, since it no longer exists, we can strike that one off the list. And what do we got? Meanwhile, the minor ones proved undeniably correct. LA Raiders will never be the team that they were when they were in Oakland home. Yes, sir, Bob. What do we got here? Where did it go? Okay, let's get down here. Let me find it here. President Trump, thank God he understands this. In comments he made on Air Force One Monday night, he showed this by saying exactly what needs to happen whenever Iran, which strives to replace the USSR and a great threat to humanity by getting nukes. They behave in ways contrary to actual world peace. And he managed in just 7 words, we always have to blow them up. That is simple as that. Because they do not deserve to have any of that. They are a terrorist organization. We go over this all the time with this stuff. But he got it right. You got to take care of the problem because look what they can do without having a nuclear bomb. How many terrorist attacks have happened over and over again because of these people training these terrorists? And we're going to let them have a nuclear weapon? I don't think so. Scroll up, Charlie, and see the first message to link the read message. I'll have to do that here in a little bit there, Gregory. I can't do that. How far up do I got to go? To your next message? The court must provide undeniable proof. You cannot draw. Yeah, I got that one. Is there more than that one before that one? Oh, another gigantic bombshell is that accused shooter of Kirk's. Oh, yeah, get this one. I read this too earlier, Gregory. The accused shooter of Kirk's alleged bullet cannot be found. You know why they are saying that? The guy and the rifle wasn't the weapon that killed Charlie Kirk. Now, there's a couple stories going around about this. And we'll throw this in here real quick because of the fact that they're saying that, or some lame news ass fake media are saying that the bullet did not match the gun the kid had on him. No, it said it may not do it, but they're spinning their own words and telling you stuff that you don't need to hear because it's not a fact. It said it may not match. They did not know, but they're sitting there saying their own words, saying it does not match. That is what they're saying now. But it said, and if you read down the article, they contradicted themselves and they said may not match. This is why you can't trust anything the fake news media says. This is why we're not playing with this stuff. We're playing the Bongino rule because the stories coming out of this is so bad as far as the shooter goes. Oh, yeah, it's a fact. There's too much going on out here. We will just watch it out and see what happens with this because this is ridiculous. All right, let's keep going here. U.S. attacks Isfahan in Iran as gas prices top $4 a gallon. People are making this out to be bigger than what Biden administration and these dumbass Democrats did. We haven't even come close to them yet. And I'm the first one to complain because my diesel prices are $6 a gallon. So I'm not bitching about it right now because I know the prices are going to come back down. But these people were making it out to be a big deal that it reached $4 a gallon. When we hit $5 and $6 a gallon for gas, we'll get up there where Biden had it. And then we can start complaining and bitching. Then hopefully it's going to come down here real soon. All right, let's get back down here. Fiddlers on the roof. Wow, like that. There was no bullets found. They don't have a bullet, I thought. Yeah, they're saying a lot of different stuff. They had a bullet, but then they're saying it may not match it. But they're saying some of them said that there is no bullet. This is why we don't play this game because so much is coming out of this, and it's all lies. They're making up their own. They're telling you a story and not the story. That's why we're watching this, and we're just going to play it by ear. Secretary of War Hegseth is U.S. is using force to compel Iran to negotiate. The hell with them. If they don't want to negotiate, don't negotiate. Bomb the shit out of them, cripple them forever, and be done with it and get the hell out of there. Take our forces by necessary, get them the hell out of there, and do not stay around. Just tear them up, destroy them. Economically, they will be shot. Blow up the gas wells and everything. Anybody wants oil, make them buy it off of us. Trump is pissed too, and get this is not only one, but France blocks American military planes, and he says the U.S. will remember it. Well, not only them, we also got Spain. Where the hell did they all go? I had them all in here. We had Spain in there saying, nope, you're not doing it. And I lost two of them. Said there's three countries that said that we cannot use their airports and stuff to land our planes in as far as Iran goes. So the fact is that cat attack. I see you over there. And Sean Lively's over there. So folks, go over, folks. What happened to Sean over there on YouTube? Thanks, Cat. All right. So, yes, there are three countries, Spain, France, and Italy. Those are the three that said no. Well, time to raise their tariffs up, I'm telling you now. All right, Karen Levette fires back at NBC News reporter who asked if Trump's Iran threat amounts to war crime. This is what you get from the fake news media. Making up stories to try to get people to freak out. Oh, yeah, look at that. He's committing war crimes now because they're making their own stuff up. And the fact that she defended President Trump's threat to Iran Monday is in a briefing. If its potential war crime were on the table earlier in the day, Trump posted on Truth Social, he would declare a variety of Iranian targets would be completely obliterated if the strait is not immediately open. Well, that threat was here and gone. And he said blowing up and completely obliterating all their electrical plants. That was supposed to happen on Monday at 8 p.m. at night. Because they let a few boats through, he paused that again. I say it's time enough to stop doing that and blow the shit out of them and be done with it. Liberty Guy, what's going on, man? Clutch is a great band. Oh. All right, let's keep going here. They scrubbed the crime scene. Oh, yeah, they did, but arrested before we could check the rifle. There was too much going on that we knew something was going to happen. You watch this kid walk, the shooter for Charlie Kirk, you watch if this kid don't walk because of this. What are they doing? I didn't get to watch here. I miss a lot in here. I'm telling you what, I miss too many conversations. France can go fuck themselves. Bazzer treated us like shit back in the 80s. Ain't that true, Sean? That's a fact. Tie oil tankers together. Yes, exactly. The hell with them. These people want oil? Come buy it from us. As simple as that. And I know I had an article in here about Trump saying that, but I lost a few of them when I shrunk this down. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. All right. Let's keep going here. What do we got? Oh, activist judges back at it again. Federal judge orders a pause on the White House ballroom construction. Yeah, sir, Bob. This federal judge, his name, what's his damn name? Richard Leon issued an order on behalf of the National Trust and Historic Preservation. Leon imposed a 14-day stay on the order to allow administrations to appeal. Trump has already leveled the wing in the White House to build the ballroom, which he has sought to build to accompany a large state. What are they going to do? Not let him do it? It's already gone. It's already started. This is the bullshit stuff that these Democrats are doing to get just to put a hold on stuff, just to say that they're doing something to stop Trump. This is what they're wasting taxpayer money on. They're not going to, all right, you got to rebuild the West Wing with everything that you had, put it back up here. No, it's going to go through. This is the patheticness of these corrupt-ass Democrats that we see every freaking day. And it's so pathetic, it's unreal. Now we're going to keep going with activist judges. And unfortunately, this is a Trump-appointed judge. Got a slap on the wrist. A Somali fraudster who stole millions of dollars from hungry children, sentenced to, guess what? 1 year. Could be out as early as halfway house thanks to a weak sentencing. I'm not lying. Just ripped off millions of dollars meant for hungry children, and the COVID nightmare has been handed a pathetic slap on the wrist with just 1 year in prison. Alu al-Bakr, who cares what his salami-sucking dude, Muslim, whatever. St. Paul, Minnesota was sentenced Monday by District Judge Nancy Brazel, who was nominated by Trump in 2018 to 1 year, 1 day for his role in the monstrous feeding of the future scandal. Oh, yeah. The District of Minnesota, a U.S. attorney, also asked for a shorter prison sentence, having a remarkable life, using a sham nonprofit called Youth Inventors Lab as his personal ATM. Ali and his co-conspirators falsely claimed to have served over 1.3 million meals that were never actually provided, pocketing more than $3 million in federal child nutrition funds. Ali personally walked away with at least $129,000 of stolen cash. Federal sentencing guidelines called for 30 to 37 months behind bars, but thanks to Ali's early guilty plea, cooperation, and tearful courtroom apology, the judge let him off with a virtual vacation. You shitting me? This is what we're seeing, people. Our country has been destroyed, now by even people that Trump appointed. This is so pathetic. It's unfucking believable. See what we said? There is no justice unless you're a Republican. If you're a Republican, they'd have buried your ass underneath the prison. Oh, yeah. Trump addressing the nation, 9 p.m. tomorrow during the show. Oh, we got to watch Trump tomorrow. That'll make my a lot easier tomorrow, guys. So we're going to do that. How about we do that tomorrow, guys? Pat just told me, Trump addressing the nation at 9 p.m. tomorrow night during our show. That's what we're going to do tomorrow night, guys. It's going to make it so easy on me because I got another doctor's appointment tomorrow. Then I got another one on Friday. Oh, this all stemmed just from my appointment today. Believe it or not. Yes, it did. Holy shit. Okay, get this article right here, guys. Oh, let's go down through here. The memes are those bitching in the ballroom, but buried basketball court cricket. Yeah, exactly right there, Rock. That isn't that a shame? But it's all because we talked about this yesterday. This is what the Democrats have done for the past since 2016. When I mentioned yesterday about when he came down to golden escalators, this is all that's been on the Democrats' heads. Trump derangement syndrome. This is what they've done. They've done nothing for this country. That is the problem. Zero perp-walks. Exactly, Rock. Why? Because they're focused on Trump. Trump, Trump, Trump. That is where these people need to be. They will put you through the ringer, Charlie. Oh, they put every Republican through the ringer. I'm telling you what. I know that every time you turn around, I went to the neurologist. Well, let me tell you this real quick, guys. I went to the neurologist, a regular neurologist for the burning in my feet and stuff. Remember, I've been talking about this for a while. So I finally got into with him today. What's he tell me? I don't have a clue. Yep. And guess what? I had to get naked for a neurologist today. Oh, yeah. There's a nurse come in here and said, take off your clothes. He wants to be thorough. I said, he wants to be thorough? That's a freaking prostate exam. What the hell? For a neurologist, that's nerve. You can't see my nerves. Sorry, they're in the skin. But I had to get naked. So I get naked. So he wasn't in there he was late. So his PA came in here, nice looking girl, come in there. And she says, he's late. I'm going to do this. Okay, so she does her thing. She tied my knees and stuff. She just, pushes down on everything, and said, we'll be back. He came back in. I said, I'm still naked here. And he sat up on the counter. She sat in a chair. They never checked me. Said, they don't have a clue. Let's do this. Let's send you to this person. Let's send you to the pain clinic. Let's do it. Oh, yeah. Telling me I'm going to lose the use of my thumbs because of my carpal tunnel. So he's going to send me to a hand doctor. I'm going to on Friday. Yeah. All kind of stuff. And then I got to do more testing. Oh, yeah, it's ridiculous. And I sit there and get naked for a neurologist, and he never even he disappointed me. Could have gave me a reach. Never mind. You could have done something. I got naked and I'm sitting there, and for no reason. Oh yeah. Uh-oh, Marianne. Sorry, Marianne. Did you give him a whirly bird shot? I should have. I should have just stood up and lifted my gown and said, boom, and scared him. Whatever. They'd probably laughed at me or something. I don't know. All right. Hey, guess what? Could immigrant kids lose their right to free education? They should lose their right to free education, because that is coming up here too, because they are giving free college education to illegals, but kids like my son, $100,000 in debt, got no money, free money whatsoever. He was like $160,000. We paid some of it. My in-laws paid some of it. And he's down to like $100,000 or something. Can't find a job, but they're going to give free money to all these illegal criminals that come into our country, or these free Chinamen who come in here to go to educate here free and then go back to China with their education to steal our technology. But they're going to give these illegals that. Oh, yeah. I'm not lying. That's for a fact. DHS slams California sanctuary county after mom allegedly murdered by 2 Honduran nationals. This is what we're getting with the sanctuary cities. Not only that, we also got a sanctuary cities collapses because they are releasing illegal criminal out onto the street that have ICE detainers and not turning them over to ICE. DHS designated Mecklenburg County, Charlotte, North Carolina, as a sanctuary jurisdiction for limiting ICE detainers and information sharing, enabling potential release of criminal non-citizens. North Carolina's GOP legislative overrides Democratic vetoes to enforce ICE compliance, with Charlotte Democrat Carla Cunningham providing a key crossover view. Lindsey Graham's End Sanctuary Cities Act of 2026 targets local officials who release criminal aliens, aligned with the Trump administration priority. ICE raids intensify in Charlotte and Raleigh amid the state pushback against local welcoming initiatives that prioritize immigrants over Americans. This is what's going on, guys, in front of our face every freaking day. It never fails. No, Pat, I don't. Think about it. Think about it. Okay. Is this show getting X-rated? Man, I hope not. I haven't lifted my shirt up yet. I ain't never nobody laugh at me. The Berg chart. Yeah. Oh, okay. The Berg is the bomb, huh? Well, we're going to have to look at that one. All right. What do we say? The reason Barry kicked 3 million out, 0 sanctuary cities. Sanctuary cities should be illegal. I thought they were making them that. Anybody that interferes with ICE is supposed to be arrested. Has anybody been arrested? Oh, hell no. The governor will try to force Sharia in North Carolina. Watch it happen. I'm afraid you might be right there, radical right, because we got more Muslims here. This one here, let me find the title for this one. Because veterans are slamming a Democrat candidate for allegedly fudging military records. Yes, and what they're talking about here is this dumbass. What is his name? Can't even tell you. Kampa Najjar something, allegedly referred to himself as a Navy officer in a campaign material differing from his actual title as Navy Reserve Officer. Those are two big, totally different titles right there. So he's going to, where was he doing it at? He did a campaign ad in Massachusetts National Cemetery. Yes, the photo op. It's all about photo ops and sound bites, right? Snapshots and sound bites. We're depicting when he was there, depicting him near the grave of a Korean War veteran whom he reportedly had no connection to. This was all a photo bomb. He says that the veterans are saying he can't stand when political candidates exploit the uniform for politics, and using veterans' gravesite in your campaign is toxic and disrespectful. This is what the Democrats do. Spermberger, what? Spermberger. That's just more talk. It is, Dover. You got that right. We've got to stop this Sharia law bullshit and stop way beforehand. I'm so tired of seeing this every freaking day. It's got to go. But this has got to stop too. These Democrats are doing lies, just like Wall said, I carried a weapon in war. No, he didn't. The piece of shit lied. Peckerhead. Oh my God, too much, guys. And let's go to Fartman himself, Swallowwell. Lashes out at Trump after FBI reportedly looks to release the files on his alleged spy scandal with Fang Fang himself. Yes. Why has Nave not brought Swallowwell, Fartman, Fang Fang lovers, call me himself, to court about his mortgage deal? And how are they even trying to let him run as governor in California when he does not live there? He does not have an address there. How can they let this go? John started it. I know. John always starts it. All right. But this is another Democrat getting away with stuff that he should not be, because we got weak-ass Republicans in here not doing a damn thing. Right? Here we go. Democrat Party official arrested after allegedly injuring a disabled veteran at a No Kings protest. A Florida Democrat has been arrested after allegedly attacking a man identified as a disabled veteran during a No Kings protest. Brian Stewart, chairman of the Hernando County Democratic Party, was arrested. An affidavit released by Hernando County Sheriff's Office is that the deputy was called to Spring Hill about 10:30 a.m. Saturday. A man said that after an argument with Stewart, the Democratic Party operative, struck him against his will. The victim reported pain and had visible lump on his head, which was consistent with being struck, the officer said. Based on the victim's statement, the witness statement, the video evidence, the visible injury to Thomas Mitchell, and the defendant's own admission, I developed a probable cause to believe that the defendant intentionally struck and touched Thomas Mitchell against his will and caused bodily harm. The son of a bitch should automatically be expelled from the Congress in Florida, automatically, and be put in jail for assault. But Ted, what? He's been bailed out. Oh yeah, for the local agitator who threw a drink on him and yelled obscenities at community members. Oh yeah. So this is what happened. More Democrats getting off from doing everything. This is what's so sad about what's going on, guys. Here, let's get a little bit of McDummy here. Guess what? Socialist McDummy, the jihadist Muslim himself, rolls out costly free child care program to New York City workers after crying financial woe is me because the city is broke. Come on, get off of there. And talking about a crisis of financial thing in there. So right now, this dummy-ass McDummy announced free child care program with previously claiming that the city faces a $12 billion budget deficit. His goal is to provide universal care for all New York City residents, that the program is being implemented in phases. McDummy has held a press conference on Monday to unveil this. How can you make new programs up that cost nothing for the taxpayers, but cost the taxpayers money because you got to raise the taxes to be able to afford this stuff? This is what you get when you put somebody in there that's never had a job in his life except a failed rapper that was so pathetic it's laughable. This is what happens. More of the same bullshit. He said he would have lifted his gown. Yes, I would have said that. I did say that. All right, here we go again. What? Bondi is the famous beach of Australia, the gay. My brother lives in Sydney. Whoa. All right, here we go. We'll go back to Merrick Garland time. And Merrick Garland was aware of Jack Smith's effort to pierce legal privileges in pursuing Trump's memo. Why do we keep getting all this stuff? We keep getting all this information saying that they know that Garland's doing this kind of stuff. And what I told you about Comer saying that earlier, oh shit, about the census was miscalculated, but they do nothing about it. And here it is again. They're aware of Garland knew that Jack Smith's effort to pierce the legal privileges of Trump, but they're doing nothing about it. Why tell us if you're not going to do anything about it and hold these assholes accountable? Last thing I got for you on the news front is federal court allows a lawsuit against reparation program to move forward in Evanston, Illinois. Gives $25,000 payments to blacks only. So they're showing racism here, just trying in Chicago about giving blacks only $25,000 in reparations. This whole thing about reparation needs to go. It is so pathetic that these reparations are even being mentioned because no one deserves reparations no matter what you see, right? And the problem that I have is we got Jay Paul, the terrorist sympathizer herself, asking for reparations for illegals. No kidding. Take a listen.
Then we also need offensive actions around prosecutions. We need real accountability because at the end of the day, the people that have been inflicting this harm need to be prosecuted. They need to be brought before us and they need to be held account for the trauma that they have created, and we are going to have some form of reparation.
You listen to that bullshit. Reparations for illegals. This is how pathetic these Democrats are. It's a never-ending thing with these people. And every time you say something free to these idiot liberals, they take it to heart. This shit started back when California, I think, was the first one to mention reparations, trying to give every black person $5 million or something stupid like that. For what? For something that nobody had control of that's alive today? Nobody. Something that happened, what, 200 years ago that nobody had control of. These illegals shouldn't even be in here, and you're wanting to give them reparations for what? Coming here illegally? Breaking our laws? This is what the Democrats, how pathetic are they? This is what they're doing, and they don't give a shit if it's our money, because it's just money they because the liberals hear it and they say, well, we're voting for this. We're voting to get them back in because they're giving us free stuff. They're going to give us money. No, they're giving illegals money, which are already giving illegals what I told you earlier. Free colleges, free health insurance, free phones, free plane trip. Everything's free to them. Free food, free housing, free cars. Everything's free for illegals. But you vote for them. Why? Because they're saying free, and you think you're going to get something. It's not going to happen. Period. End of story. Oh, where did my thing go? Oh, my comments are over here. Soon they will not be able to walk the streets. We're not going to be able to walk the streets. That's for a fact, Cat. They are looking for another free payday. Exactly, Cat. This is what they want. They want free. And that's why the Democrats know they got these people by the cojones. If they say free, everybody will vote for them. If it's all free. They found her in Detroit crack house. Well, who's that? They can take the... Yeah, exactly. Comer is a loser, like they all are, Shao. You are right. The enemy is all around us, but Joe Public. But yes, more evidence, Dover, you are right. More evidence that they give us. We could go back for how many shows? Couple years that we've been talking about this, that they always tell us, oh, we got Joe Biden on the checks from Jim Biden that was paid to by China, that they've accepted money from foreign countries. Joe Biden walking around standing his raisins in the sun right now with his dementia. Nobody's done a damn thing about it. But now we're seeing all this shit over. I mean, almost every freaking video or show that I've done, we could show something that these Republicans have been telling us. They've got this evidence. They got that evidence. How many people have been held accountable? How many people have been perp walked? How many people have had their mugshots taken? Nothing. How many people are in prison? How many Democrats are in prison? None. Period. Zilch. And this reparations are paid every 3 years in benefits, which WICs, food stamps, absolutely rock. That is a fact right there. This is what we put up with every single day. The Second Amendment is still legal. Yeah, for now, Cat. Who knows what's going to happen with this shit? I'm telling you, the stuff gets so bad, you never know what's going to happen with these people. That's a fact right there. I'm telling you what. All right, let's get some busy here. Let me see if I got some good videos to watch or not. We got some funny videos to watch. I'm not going with anything else because tomorrow night we're going to do what Pat said. So she told me Trump's going to address the nation tomorrow night, 9 o'clock. That's what we're doing, guys. So keep an eye on that. That's going to make me easy. I'm just going to have to come down here and make a thumbnail to show that what we're doing. I'm not even going to do a video on it. I'm just going to put a thumbnail out tomorrow. I usually put an ad out saying what we're going to do. Not tomorrow. I'm just going to put a thumbnail out. That's going to save me a lot of time. So thank you for that, Pat. You made my show up for tomorrow. But then, guys, you got to join us, for Thursday? Throwback Thursday. Yes, sir, Bob. We are definitely going to have that. So you got to join out for that. Hey, let's try this now. New and improved way of deportation process. Here we go.
Snot News has obtained an exclusive sneak peek at what officials are calling the new and improved deportation process. Pew!
Gotta love that deportation process. I want to hold that handle. I got a lot from this Snot News. Do you guys see the name of that? Yes, sir, Bob. It's called Snot News. Snagged her in the fence. Rock, that's mad. What did Rock say? They're all compromised. Hell yeah. We haven't talked about Epstein for a while, but we're going to get back to that. I'm pretty sure it's coming up. Hey, here's a liberal shooting and trying to shoot a gun. when they think, well, we're going to go buy a gun now because it's a right now. We got to. They put up with them maggots, right? So here's a liberal trying to shoot a gun.
เย็ดแม่เบื่อแล้วกูบอกแล้วกูไม่อยากยิงปืนมึงก็ยิงเองเนี่ยกูยิงไม่เป็นอย่าแม่ที่พี่ตายโอ้เย็ดแม่เย็ดไม่หลบปืนเป็นไรเอาไป
Dude, you love that shit right there. That's funny. I found a couple of him on there too with that. All right, what else we got here? We got a couple more. Yeah, I got time for a couple more here. Got a couple fast ones here. I think this is another snot news one. I'm not sure, but this is McDummy lowers rent. It's a funny one. Take a look.
In an effort to lower rents for working class New Yorkers, New York City's mayor now plans to tax the shit out of property owners.
That's right, Amanda. Officials say the mayor runs the numbers himself on a calculator and insists everything balances out, so there's absolutely no cause for concern.
I love this. Snot news just popped up one day, and I found it. This is freaking hilarious. I got so many of them. Oh yeah, they do some funny stuff on here. But first, we got Grandpa's weekly reality check. Take a listen.
Hey, everybody, this is your weekly reminder that you don't always have to be the bigger person. If somebody doesn't like you or what you do, then fuck them. Remember, David didn't pray for Goliath. He popped that motherfucker in the head.
Fact right there, right, guys? Oh, yeah. That's true. I want reparations for having to deal with these left all these years. No shit, Sean. That's a fact right there. We all should get reparations for putting up with these some bitches. We got another. Oh, this is another snot news one. McDummy balances the budget by taxing homeless too. Again, take a listen to what he taxes.
In an effort to balance the city's budget, Mayor Mamdani has taxed the shit out of cardboard used by the homeless. Let's go to Trey Ray for more.
Sir, how has the mayor's latest attempt to balance the budget affected you?
Well, I've gone from a refrigerator box to an overnight legal-size envelope.
Now that's funny right there. He went from a box to a legal-size envelope. That's some funny shit right there, guys. What do we got? All right. Let's see. Nope, I'm going to leave it like that with that, guys. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me with me tonight, guys. Then bearing with me with trying to work through all this stuff. It's kind of crazy, I'm telling you what. But it's awesome. First I heard them on X. I know, right, Cat? They're funny as hell. You can't beat these people, I'm telling you. But guys, don't forget tomorrow night we're going to listen to Trump at 9 o'clock. I'm going to go live at 8:30 to get things set up in here. And I won't have to have as much open. I won't have a couple things open, and we'll try to get this going since I do have all this new equipment in here. So we'll definitely get this set up. We're going to have, Whipkin or Getter and Whipkin over here, and we got to get in there and have Rumble somewhere. But then I'll have the main screen over here just for Trump's whatever he's going to do addressing the nation. And then after that, we're just going to bullshit, I guess, if he goes too early. So make sure you guys join me. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's show. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, everything you can do for me, guys. We've got to get more people in here, and we've got to make sure they get the truth, because that's where you're going to get it, here on the Conservative Viewpoint. So listen, guys, the world is moving fast, but you are moving faster because you've armed yourself with the truth. We've covered the front lines, the border battles, the scandals that they've tried to bury. But the fight for the soul of this country doesn't end when the mic hits the desk. I want to thank every single one of you for riding shotgun with me tonight. Whether you're listening from the cab of your truck, Gregory, or at your kitchen table, or in your home office, you are the reason this show exists. You are the backbone of this nation, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Keep your eyes open, keep your spirits high, and most importantly, keep the faith. So until then, guys, this has been the Conservative Viewpoint, and we will see you right back here live tomorrow night, 8:30, but 9 o'clock for this Trump's announcement or whatever he's doing. So until then, guys, have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you back here live tomorrow night. Good night, everyone.